St. Lucia's colourful history is also visible in her many cultural festivals, depicting our folklore in characters, costume, music and dance.
Sometimes we quite rightly accentuate the African base for a lot of our music, especially the percussion, the drumming, the rhythm comes from Africa. But the influence is also European. The influence and what we have done skillfully, what our ancestors sort of skillfully done, is to blend these two things together so we have something that's unique, that is St. Lucia.
The indigenous part is one that colors I think our thinking, our religion, our attention to mysticism, our connections to the spiritual. I think our African and our indigenous cultures have merged in that regard. That merger between Africans who may have come to the Caribbean and mixed with indigenous peoples who were there, and mind you, who formed what we now believe are the Garifuna, who we refer to as Black Caribs. And that's another misunderstanding. It is believed for a long time that the Garifuna were descendants of runaway slaves. There's strong evidence, very convincing evidence now, that suggests that the Black Caribs may have predated Columbus and may have actually existed in the Caribbean before the Europeans came.
Rugged, volcanic and majestic, St. Lucia has been revered throughout the ages for her stunning beauty. Just 238 square miles of landmass make up this Helen of the West as she's known, with fishing villages still prevalent all along her coasts, where the age-old practice of handmade fish pots and nets are still in use. The iconic symbols of our tiny island nation, the Twin Peaks, Gros Piton and Petit Piton, loom ever so regally over the southwest corner of the island, soaring to heights of 2,619 feet and 2,461 feet respectively. Situated at the foot of Gros Piton is the community of Forges Libres, whose name means Valley of the Free People. This small settlement dates back to the 1700s, and during the Slave Rebellion of 1748, freedom fighters, or brigands as they were called, used the Gros Piton area as a secure haven. Many of their descendants still live in the community, some working as hiking guides taking tours to the summit of Gros Piton.
So our people ran off to the hills, and the largest camp of these Maroons was right here at Gros Piton. They used the foliage to hide. They used the elevation so that they could see whenever the British came around, either by water, the trail goes all the way down to the beach. And so from that, basically, this became the first settlement of freed black people, hence the name. There's talk that this camp was led by, because they were fighters, they were freed, was led by a woman. Have you heard of Flore Boisgallier? The story says that she was the daughter of a slave owner and a slave woman, mulatto anyway. She was very instrumental in helping to drive away the British out of St. Lucia.
You're watching Discover St. Lucia.
Increasing self-government has marked St. Lucia's 20th century history. As an associated state of the United Kingdom from 1967 to 1979, St. Lucia had full responsibility for internal self-government but left its external affairs and defense responsibilities to the United Kingdom. This interim arrangement ended on February 22, 1979, when St. Lucia achieved full independence. St. Lucia continues to recognize Queen Elizabeth II as titular head of state and is an active member of the Commonwealth of Nations.
Come along with me and let's discover St. Lucia.